A very good morning to everyone. My name is Syed Abdul, working as assistant professor under TechCube 3 project at Harcourt Butler Technical University, Kanpur. So, we are going to start a new course, that is Food Processing Waste Management. And this lecture is the introductory lecture of this course, Food Processing Waste Management. And this course is targeted for the graduate students of food technology, that is third year and final year students and postgraduate students. And prerequisites for this course, that the students who are pursuing this course should have the knowledge of processing technology of like fruits and vegetables, cereals, pulses, meat and meat products, milk and poultry products. So based upon their knowledge, we are going to extend this course, that is food processing waste management. So let's see the contents of this introductory lecture. The contents of this introductory lecture are overview of food processing industry, then we will see food processing waste, components of food processing waste, and waste management practices. Then we will see the course objectives, outcomes of this course, and the syllabus of this course. So if you look at the food processing industry, Indian food processing industry, it is the second largest food producer next to China. And it is a vital link and synergy between the two pillars of our country's economy, industry and agriculture. So it is a vital link, the food processing industry, between and synergy between industry and agriculture. It is broadly concerned with a number of food processing sectors. These sectors include fruits and vegetable processing, consumer and food processing, meat processing, poultry and eggs processing, fish processing, milk processing, and grains processing. So these are the various sectors of food processing industry in India. Of late, there has been a growth in the consumption of packaged food owing to factors such as change in lifestyles and increased disposable income of the individuals and rise in modern retail businesses, retail food markets, etc. So the growth potential of the food processing industry can also be attributed to an increasing number of urban nuclear families and demand for functional foods or nutraceuticals. So nowadays, the people living in the urban areas are more concerned with their health and the food that is being taken and the nutrient content of that food. So there is a rise in functional foods and nutraceutical market as well. The Indian food processing industry accounts for 32% of the country's total food market. It is one of the largest industries in India, ranked fifth in terms of production, consumption, export, and expected growth of the processing industry. So, this is the overview of our Indian food processing industry. So, as you can see, it is the largest sector because of these reasons, and as it is the largest sector, it also produces huge amounts of waste to the introduction of sustainable waste management practices worldwide. Considering the challenges in the area of food industry, efforts are to be made to optimize processing technologies to minimize the amount of waste. Look at the components of food processing waste. The components and quantum of waste generated completely depends upon the nature of the raw materials used in the food processing unit. For suppose if you are using a fruit or vegetable, so the pulp, peels and seed may be the byproducts as well as wastewater may be your waste, right? So if you look at pulp peels, around 80 to 25% are goes as waste, as or you can say byproducts. Seeds around 34 to 50%. Discarded fruits which are injured or damaged. Vegetables around 5 to 15%. Fiber, wastewater around 10 to 1%. Brain water which is used in the processing or used in the washing or used in the filling as a filler in food processing, and liquid waste containing organic suspended solids and some amount of pesticides resulted during the washing, cleaning of raw material as well as utensils. So these are the various components of the food processing waste. Aspects of this food processing waste management. This course is introduced in the curriculum of BTech Food Technology. The course objectives are to impart knowledge of standards and acts for protecting the environment during food processing. So, as we discussed, there is a threat of environmental pollution due to the disposal of this food processing waste. So, what are the standards and acts which are acting for protecting the environment during food processing? And we will also study the knowledge of byproducts obtained during food processing and their utilization. So what are the various byproducts can be obtained during food processing and how maximum we can utilize them, and also to impart knowledge of the management practices of wastewater during processing of food. So these are the course objectives of food processing waste management. Now we will see. So there are five course outcomes. If any student successfully completes this course, he may be able to gain. So first one is understand and gain knowledge about standard environment, that is Environment Protection Act of food processing waste. So the level of this course outcome is understanding. You can check these levels of outcomes from the Bloom's taxonomy. Second outcome is to gain knowledge about byproducts obtained from different food processing industries and apply the knowledge for their utilization. Third outcome is to understand the characteristics of different food industry weights. Fourth one is related to the biological oxidation and aeration deviation systems. Fifth one is understand able to apply the technology for the waste management of food industries. So there are five levels. First course outcome is of understanding level. Second one is applying level. Third one is understanding. Fourth one is understanding. Fifth one is applying level. So now we'll see. So if you look at this syllabus, the entire syllabus is covered in four modules. The first modules related to the standards and acts. So here we will discuss the various standards such as ISO 14001 standards and Environmental Protection Act 1986 and the components of this act. Module 2 relates with the byproducts and their utilization. Here we will try to characterize the byproducts and utilize their byproducts to reduce the waste. Then food industry waste and environmental pollution. We will try to understand what kind of waste is generated from the food industry and what is the impact of that waste on environmental pollution. We are going to see in module 3. In module 4 we will try to understand the oxygen requirements such as biological oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, how can we modify this oxygen demands in module 4. In module 5 we will see the management practices and the latest technology involved in management of wastewater. So these are the various five modules and we are going to cover this entire syllabus in around 30 to 32 lectures. You in next lecture we will start our course. Thank you.